Buffet lines look effortless to guests, like the food just magically arranged itself into a perfect little parade of deliciousness. But here is the secret nobody tells you. That seamless line is basically a tiny logistics operation disguised as lunch. Think about it like a relay race, except instead of a baton, you are passing a spoon covered in mashed potatoes. If the handoff is messy, the whole race falls apart, and suddenly Grandma's holding up the line trying to figure out which tray has the gluten-free stuffing. So when a host wants to combine several trays into one buffet line, the vendor's job is basically to become a traffic cop for food. You are not just dropping off trays, you are designing a flow that keeps 40 hungry humans moving instead of clumping together like confused penguins. The first rule is simple: group by temperature and type before you even think about table shape. Hot dishes near the chafing fuel, cold dishes near the ice, because nobody wants their potato salad sweating next to a tray of barbecue that thinks it is still 1992 at a backyard cookout. Here is where the serving notes come in, and this is the part everyone skips. A small printed card that says something like, "Vegetarian contains nuts," is not decoration. It is basically a tiny bodyguard protecting someone's dinner and possibly their life. You would be shocked how many allergy questions disappear the second you label things clearly. It is like putting subtitles on a movie. Suddenly, everyone understands the plot without asking the person next to them what just happened. Now let's talk trays, because combining trays sounds easy until you realize a full-size tray and a half-size tray do not just snuggle together nicely on a 6-foot table. Vendors usually map the table in advance, sketching it out like a general planning a battle, except the battle is against cold gravy and slow-moving guests. Serving utensils matter more than people think, and this is where things get weirdly psychological. If a spoon is too small, people take forever scooping. But if it is too big, they take way more than they need, like a toddler at a candy bowl. The order of dishes also shapes behavior without guests even realizing it. Put the salad first, and people build lighter plates. Put the mac and cheese first, and suddenly everyone becomes a competitive eater in a food documentary. Vendors also think about spacing, because a buffet line packed too tight turns into a slow shuffle. Like a haunted house, except the only thing scaring people is a line that will not move. Give it a little breathing room, and suddenly the whole thing flows like a nice easy hallway instead of a subway platform at rush hour. A good pickup menu spells all of this out ahead of time: tray sizes, temperature zones, allergy notes, and suggested table order. It basically hands the host a blueprint instead of a mystery box of trays and hope. This is also where trust gets built between host and vendor, because when guests self-serve smoothly, the host looks like an organizational genius even if they just followed a card. Meanwhile, the vendor gets repeat business because nothing sells better than a party that ran without a single confused uncle standing in the middle of the buffet asking where the rolls went. Here is the fun twist though. Most of this self-serve magic is not magic at all. It is just clear labeling and smart spacing dressed up to look effortless. It is the food service equivalent of a magician's trick. Simple once you know the setup, mind-blowing if you do not. So next time you build a pickup menu, remember you are not just packing trays, you are designing a tiny guided experience for total strangers to feed themselves without chaos. Preparation quietly does all the heavy lifting while the party gets all the credit. If you want to dig deeper into how vendors build menus, pricing, and setups like this, check out our links in the description to learn more about our company.